We're diving into the idea of rewatching Revenge of the Sith for its 20th anniversary and how the Clone Wars finale actually makes the movie a richer, more nuanced experience by providing
Yeah,
backstory and context we never fully saw on screen.
totally. It's like, while the prequel trilogy showed us Anakin's dramatic fall, the Clone Wars finale takes a deeper dive into what led to that tragic transformation, right?
Exactly. It's like the animated finale fills in all the emotional gaps. You know, when we watch Revenge of the Sith, we're already aware of the turning point, but those episodes from the Clone Wars with Ahsoka Tano and even Darth Maul making a reappearance really amplify the impact.
Yeah, I mean, it's fascinating how the closure in the Clone Wars recontextualizes key moments from the movie, making us appreciate Anakin's journey and his descent even more.
Absolutely. And don't you find it interesting how back in the 90s, fans expected 3 epic Clone Wars movies with Anakin's heroic feats? But Lucas pivoted the story to focus on his gradual change rather than an immediate knockout fall to the dark side, giving us a whole
Right.
saga of internal conflict instead.
Yeah, and that shift really set the stage for the Clone Wars series, which, despite being animated, tackled tons of complex themes like betrayal, isolation, and the heavy cost of war.
Exactly. And there's a point where the Clone Wars finale almost challenges the way we see the original film. I mean, the opening crawl of Revenge of the Sith claimed evil is everywhere, but the animated episodes really show us that evil has many faces, especially with Palpatine's manipulative genius and Anakin's personal torment.
I get that, but don't you think some might argue that the movie stands strong on its own? I mean, the sheer intensity and pace of Revenge of the Sith don't need an extra narrative layer.
True, but it's like
Yeah.
the animated finale enriches those cinematic moments with an additional layer of introspection and context that paints Anakin not just as a fallen hero, but as a tragic figure caught in a web of manipulation and destiny.
Yeah, I see your point. With elements like the pivotal scene where Anakin brushes off Obi-Wan for a meeting with General Grievous, the Clone Wars episodes really underscore how his choices set the stage for his ultimate betrayal.
Right, and not to forget Ahsoka Tano's role. Her return and journey they add fresh perspective. Her interaction with characters like Bo-Katan Kryze not only rounds out the narrative, but also hints at the larger galaxy-wide shifts occurring simultaneously.
Absolutely. It's almost poetic. Her story acts like a mirror to Anakin's, reflecting both the hope and the tragedy within the galaxy.
The article even touches on the notion that today's Disney-era Star Wars can sometimes feel, production line homogeneous, whereas Lucas's original approach through the prequels and later animated series was a breath of fresh narrative air.
Right, and that contrast really highlights how a more layered narrative approach can elevate the overall experience of these classic films. It's as if the Clone Wars finale unlocks a secret commentary on what we thought was a straightforward rebellion against good and evil.
Exactly. And with Revenge of the Sith being re-released in theaters, it's the perfect moment to revisit this dual-layered storytelling. The animated series doesn't just tell an extra story, it redefines the stakes and the tragedy of the prequels.
I couldn't agree more. It's a must-watch pairing, one that pulls us deeper into understanding the complex fate of Anakin Skywalker and the fall of the Republic. Pretty exciting stuff, right?